Alright, all you Streetlight Crusaders, and I guess a couple of you wrestling fans along with you disco partiers who are partying currently outside of Music Village headquarters, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special. And for anybody who's wondering at home, yes, Dan the Weatherman Stu is outside with them right now, partying the night away. But with a whole bunch of laser lights and disco balls and a whole bunch of the Bee Gees' greatest hits playing outside, I don't know how much longer that's gonna last. But besides that little update on the disco party that's going on outside, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and explain to you guys what happened during this week's edition of Monday Night Raw from Boston, Massachusetts. And to think it only took me, 10 years to learn how to say the word Massachusetts right? Yeah, proud of myself. Well, besides that, folks, Monday Night Raw would kick off with none other than the man Becky Lynch spoiling for a fight almost like AC/DC on one of their last albums, only to get interrupted by the Iconics after Bayley would say that she said screw brand supremacy, she just wants to get her hands on both Bayley and Shayna Baszler after the last couple of sneak attacks that they would be able to pull over the last couple of weeks. And then the Iconics will come out, adding more fuel to the Irish fire of Becky Lynch for her to say that I'll take the both of you on right now in a 2-on-1 handicap match, only to get interrupted again by none other than the Queen City's own herself, Charlotte. And Charlotte will come out and announce that she is now the team captain of Team Raw and her tag team partner for the night, despite Becky Lynch not wanting her as her tag team partner. And after that announcement was made, next thing you know, Joe's music would hit, Samoa Joe that is, and he would be announced as the new color commentator as Dio Matin heels backstage after a hellacious attack that he took against Brock Lesnar. And after that little bit of an announcement, the first match of the night would be none other than Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair going one-on-one against the Iconics. And yes, I am doing the pose at home, folks. And during this match, action will go back and forth, and Billie Kay, Peyton Royce would be a well-oiled machine doing double-team tandem maneuvers to both Charlotte and Becky Lynch during this match. But in the end, it didn't really matter, just like that classic song from Linkin Park, because next thing you know, Charlotte would get the upper hand and put Billie Kay into a makeshift version of the figure 8 leg lock, all while Peyton Royce would get tossed to the other side of the ring by Becky Lynch with a Bexploder for the team of Charlotte and Becky Lynch to win this match via pinfall. And the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would be none other than Carl Anderson going one-on-one against Humberto Carrillo. Cause apparently somebody told me that his name was Humberto Carrillo instead of Humberto Carrillo, so I decided to take that Alberto Del Rio chant, or that moment that, Ricardo Montalban, or actually it's Ricardo Rodriguez, thank you Maestro, and use that to put some proper respect on the name of Humberto Carrillo. And speaking of respect, AJ Styles would say that he did not want to fight against Humberto Carrillo and was not going to give him a United States Championship match, but instead give him a chance to fight against none other than Carl Anderson. And during this match, action would go back and forth, including a very impressive step-up cross-body out of the corner by Humberto Carrillo, and even a beautiful S.A. Rios-like moonsault during this match for near fall, while Carl Anderson would counteract with not only his cool rocket kick, but also a spine buster during this match for near fall. But ultimately, this match will come to an emphatic end after not only interference from the OC, who tried to trip up Humberto Carrillo, only to fail, leading to the Street Profits getting involved and actually helping out Humberto Carrillo to get the win during this match with the Monday Night Special reversal for Humberto Carrillo to be another member of the OC in less than 2 weeks via pinfall. So yeah, I got a feeling this is gonna lead to a United States Championship match, but will it take place at the Survivor Series? Maybe. But besides the future title shot that I got a feeling that Humberto Carrillo will get from AJ Styles, the next thing to take place on Monday Night Raw in the never-ending story of beating that dead horse would feature Lana and Bobby Lashley bragging about the soon-to-be divorce of Rusev and Lana getting on the microphone and saying that she now has a restraining order against Rusev where he can no longer be 90 feet away from the ravishing Russian, or whatever the world she is now, Lana. And during this whole explanation, and while they made kissy faces and make out in the middle of the ring, No Way Jose properly represented how I felt during this whole part of the show, which is rolling my eyes in the back of my head and saying, please make the pain stop. But yeah, his metaphorical pain would turn physical because it would lead into the next match for the night, where you would see No Way Jose getting the ever-living Daylight's flag tag beaten out of him. Even though he was able to get a couple of good shots in, it didn't matter in the end, because he would end up in a form of the Master Lock by Bobby Lashley for Lashley to win this match via submission. So I guess that one time he got put in the Master Lock during an episode of Tribute to the Troops by Chris Masters, finally he learned how to do the move for himself. And do I care for this move for Bobby Lashley? No, just like I don't care about this whole love triangle or as the world turns thing that they got going on for him now, which makes no sense. And I'll say that till the living end, starring James Bond. And immediately after that little bit of, I guess, I don't care love fest, the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would be none other than Seth Rollins going one-on-one against Andrade Cien Almas. And the stakes for this match, folks, after a social media back and forth war between the two, would be that Seth Rollins would give up his leadership role as the leader of the Raw Survivor Series team of Andrade Cien Almas could beat him during this match. And he really did come close during this match, folks, because action during this match will go back and forth, which not only included buckle bombs, double knee strikes, and even a double foot stomp getting countered out of the corner by Seth Rollins, which I could have sworn he hit it on Seth, but apparently he countered it. And this match will come to an emphatic end and a sad end for Andrade Cien Almas, as apparently the Lucha House Party from SmackDown would make an invasion on Monday Night Raw and send a message to Andrade Cien Almas by beating the crap out of him for Seth Rollins to get back into the ring and try to help Andrade for this match to get thrown out and for Seth Rollins to be your winner during this match via disqualification. Or technically the winner of disqualification, Andrade Cien Almas. I got that wrong. And he should be the leader of the team after this, but apparently after the whole fight between them, they decided to hold off this fight for another day. And Selena Vega would say, now Seth Rollins know who Andrade is, and he should be the leader of this team. And as of the stipulation and the way that, he won, yeah, he really should be the leader of the team. But I guess he didn't want it that way. Anyway, after that little bit of ring leadership being put into question, the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would be none other than Akira Tozawa going one-on-one against Buddy Murphy. And during this match, action will go back and forth, including Akira Tozawa doing some very impressive kicks from not only a step-up enziguri, missile drop kick, and even a Helova kick in the corner leading into a snap German for a near fall, and then pulling out a Shining Wizard for a near fall. And his offense and momentum would continue to run during this match, including him doing his classic big boy senton from the top rope, on the ropes assisted for a near fall, but unfortunately, despite all his kicks and very impressive moveset, he was not enough for the man of 205 Live who was known as the Juggernaut, who would come back during this match to hit in a very impressive Tiger Knee right to the face of Akira Tozawa, showing him Murphy's Law afterwards for Akira Tozawa to lose this very impressive cruiserweight match via pinfall. And I almost forgot to mention earlier in the night, after the Iconics got done fighting against Becky Lynch and company, they would get attacked by 3 of the 4 horsewomen of MMA, being led by Shayna Baszler, for them to go back to the ring to try to take them out, only for them to get taken out instead. And when they tried to get their revenge, security would block them from getting revenge, which would lead to Becky Lynch doing a hard right hand to one of the security guards right across the jaw, which I got a feeling is gonna cost her in the later goings heading into Survivor Series. Will it lead to a fine? Chances are it will, and we'll probably hear about that neither on NXT or SmackDown throughout this week. But before we try to figure out if she will get fined or won't she get fined, or what form of retaliation may come afterwards, we might as well go ahead and grab a glass of water, and when we return, we'll be back with the second half of what happened on Monday Night Raw from Boston, Massachusetts, as the Tuesday Night Special rolls on right after this. So don't fall asleep just yet, folks, and stay tuned.